guys, welcome to Chef Hampshire, where today we're going to be making a beautiful beetroot and apple kale salad. We're going again with the bacon from this. It's a beautiful bacon, bit of a theme this week, going with just lots of this beautiful bacon. If you know anyone from this, then please hit me up with a sponsorship. This isn't sponsored, but I would definitely take a sponsorship from you guys. Let's get into the video. So we're just going to start with our kale. I've de-stemmed them because I've got quite a bitter kale. It's a kaleette, so it's quite thick. Just took the stem out of them. Gonna now boil them just for a minute, blanch them under some hot water, get some seasoned water in there, and then let them soften down. And then we're gonna get on with our bacon from this, and then also some more Typhon tofu. Today we're going with the basil tofu to go beautifully well with this salad. So let's get our water in with our kale. So with the tofu, I've just got a pan here on a fairly high heat with just some oil. I then cut my basil tofu into really small pieces so you can just get into the oil. We're gonna get both the bacon and the tofu into these small pieces so it can just mix in with the salad and everything else. So it can just be a homogeneous salad. So I'm gonna get both the tofu in first, then I'm gonna cut the bacon up into those small pieces as well and get them frying off so they're crispy and add an extra texture into the salad as well. So now that we've got our tofu and bacon just cooking away, just leave it over there, give it a stir every now and then to make sure it doesn't burn. Get it crispy on all sides. I then drained my kale off and then ran it under some cold water. You just want to take it and shred it. Just cut it, doesn't matter how. Just try and get it into some small pieces. Do it with all your kale, and then you want to do the exact same thing with your iceberg lettuce. So I've got a mini iceberg cut around the sort of core, and then you want to shred it as well, just as you do with the kale. Then end up with pieces just like this of both the iceberg and the kale. So I'm serving this as more of a deconstructed salad, so it can be a bit more gourmet with some layers to it. But here we got the kale and the lettuce. I've just shredded it. We're gonna season it with some salt and pepper. You can get it in a mixing bowl or a salad bowl. Go with a bit of salt and pepper. I'm usually using a Tupperware. You can go in with a mixing bowl and mix it yourself. Get it in a Tupperware. Give it a good shake. So then everything combines. And there is one layer of your salad ready. We can now get on with our beetroot and avocado mousse. So now we're gonna do our beetroot and avocado mousse. So it's just 8 small beetroots and then 1 large avocado. I'm using a NutriBullet. You can use like a food processor, but it should work in this, just a normal smoothie machine. Gone in with some salt and pepper. You can also season it afterwards. And then you want to give it a whiz until it all comes to one paste. So with the mousse, it had those beetroots, the 1 avocado. I then went in with 2 tablespoons of maple syrup, bit of pepper, just so now it's a bit sweet and peppery. It's a good contrast in flavors. Also went in with some more salt, and to let it down and make it a bit less thick, I went in with about 100 ml of water, just a splash to get it to this consistency. So it's got like a wobble to it. And then there is another component for our salad done. Our tofu and bacon still crisping away. It's almost there, it's very crispy at this point. And then now we're just gonna chop up our tomatoes, grate our apples, and then we've got our salad ready to be composed. So this is one of the last components. I've got a load of cherry tomatoes that I just halved, some olives, some of them halved, some of them just chuck them in whole, and then some pomegranate seeds. So the pomegranate adds a beautiful sweetness, as well as the cherry tomatoes bringing a bit of sweetness to it, with the olives being a bit tart and bitter to cut through it. It's a beautiful mix of the flavors. I've just seasoned it with some rosemary, salt, and quite a bit of black pepper. Bit of olive oil drizzled on it, and then again, another component complete. Now, I'm gonna go back to my mix of the leafy greens. Gonna grate in 3 apples and mix it in. I didn't do this at the start because the apples can go brown, But if you get them in, the last part is when you grate the apples in there, give it a mix, and then we can compose our salad. So now's the point where we start to construct our salad. So we've got our beetroot and avocado mousse to go on the bottom. So you're just gonna take a couple tablespoons of that, layer it around the bottom of your bowl. If you can see that consistency, it's got a bit of a wobble to it. Small layer on the bottom. You then want to go with your mix of kale, lettuce and apple. So it's got that sweetness, it's got the greens. Then you want to go with fresh cherry tomatoes, pomegranate and olive. Just around the side, is the way I like to do it. And then this is where loads of the flavour comes from. The beautiful textures and the crunchy crispiness, that basil tofu, and then that smoky pancetta bacon. Again, if you know any of the people that work for This UK, hit me up, because I think that is a beautiful recipe using their ingredients. So a beautifully simple gourmet salad, perfect for everyone. Thanks for watching. If you liked this video, please hit the like button below. It helps me out so much. You should subscribe as well so you never miss another video. For every Wednesday at 6 PM, Sundays at 10 AM. Head over to my Instagram to see loads of photos of beautiful food and also to find out a bit more about me and how I'm doing in my training for an Ironman, which I'll be doing this October. Thanks for watching, share this video and peace.